have a soccer ball field on my screen. Hi, everybody. Apparently, I'm playing soccer today or something.
Good morning. Why is there a soccer ball on your screen?
I have no idea.
Can I see?
If you look over my shoulder, you can.
That's hilarious.
Not really. I'm not sure how that happened, but apparently on my screen is the flea market gamer.
And he's playing soccer today.
Yeah, there's a soccer field on my screen. Not sure why. We're thrifting
FIFA.
today. Yeah,
And
maybe FIFA. I'm not sure why. I didn't do anything to make it go there. So
I'm driving this morning, so I've got to get this posted on Facebook so I can drive.
She's gonna get us all up and going on there.
Excuse me for a brief moment.
Hello, everybody.
Here's my personal commercial for a product I have not been endorsed by or anything. I just like. I grab these every day from Circle K. It's these little Stoke coffee shots. I know this is stupid, but I just like them. Coffee-powered caffeine shot. You're supposed to put them in your coffee to give it more like caffeine, but I find just a shot of it, it's just right for me. I don't like to drink a lot of coffee when it's hot, unless I'm drinking like cold brew or something like that. But in the morning, I'll take one of these and I'll have something else to drink, and I'm good to go. So here we go. You can buy them in the store too, and I saw them on Amazon, and you can buy like 500 of them for like 20 bucks. And it's 40 milligrams, so it's not like an overload of caffeine, but it's enough to kind of wake you up. That's my tidbit for the day. So today we are going out thrifting. I guess I didn't show it on the other camera. Hold on.
Hey, it does have it on there. The Hootsuite. So I can post it all three at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Don't ask me. Sorry.
That's what I was just talking about. That's those Stoke shots, coffee shots. I'm not endorsed by them. I just like them. Yeah, so we're going thrifting today. We do this every Wednesday because of the Goodwills here in town. We're in Wichita, Kansas. They have 20% off if you have their discount card, and a lot of at this time of the week there's a lot of markdowns. They're kind of getting ready for the weekend, so it's a good time to go looking for stuff for our flea market booth and for eBay and things like that. And the kids want to take the phones around in the stores today, so we're going to do that when we get there instead of just leaving the phone running in the car. So they'll probably say goofy stuff as they're walking around. I don't know.
You say goofy stuff when we're not walking around.
Well, I know. That's how you are. That's how you roll. But that's what we're going to do. She's trying to get us live, and we'll start driving.
I'm almost there, guys. Sorry.
And we're going to start with a Goodwill down here and work our way around town. Last week was 4th of July week, so did we do this? No, we didn't.
No, because
it was 4th of July.
We were busy.
Yeah, last Wednesday was the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We did actually go to some Goodwills and stuff, but we didn't bother to stream just because we were just kind of doing it for fun more than anything. We didn't find much of anything either, so it was a very slow day.
It was. That's okay. Almost done. Promise.
I should have done that. I'm going to see if there's a way to turn off the soccer field.
There should be.
Not while I'm live, apparently. I'm not finding anything. Oh, yes, there is. Interesting. I don't know how I did this. Weird. So I'm playing with these backgrounds. If you guys see them, it's just because I'm messing around. Hey, whoa.
Sorry. Get a picture. Get a picture.
That's weird.
Thank you.
Now it's... Oh, wow. I like that one. Makes it look like it's an old film.
Oh, I look angry. We gotta retake that picture. I forgot to smile in my own picture.
That looks like
Okay.
a card we were last night.
Paint me in the picture.
Okay.
Smile.
Going back to normal now.
Thank you.
Interesting, they've got those.
What looks like a card we were playing with?
It was all washed out.
Instagram needed a picture. Do you want to be in the picture too? I can retake it.
Instagram needed to be special.
We have to retake the picture. I promise you we're almost done doing this. I found a new app that posts on all 3 sites at one time, and I'm still learning how to use it, so it takes me a minute. Okay, lean in, Kai. Smile. Peyton, smile. Look at the picture. Look at the picture.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I'm in a little game and I'm talking.
It worked. We're using it.
You're sassy.
Send now.
Yeah. Don't talk to me. No.
When we're in some of these stores, the signal will be funky. So if we drop off for a few seconds, just give us time. We're on the Sprint network, and certain stores they do have metal roofs, and Sprint sometimes doesn't work so well with that. But we'll give it the best shot we can.
Apparently, it didn't like my picture. Well, I was going to post a picture of us, but you don't get to see the picture of us because it's being stupid. You get another boxing picture for now on Instagram.
Boxing picture?
Well, we had it
Oh,
because
gotcha,
we're the
gotcha.
unboxing
Yeah,
doctors.
right, I got you.
Although there's this creepy one of this dude that looks like an egg. Look.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll use that one for now for Instagram. Send now. What, baby?
I'm top number 1 on the leaderboard.
Cool. All right, we're posting on the other sites that I need to post on. All right, that's successful. Have you shared yours to your site, or do I need to do it?
I don't know how to do that. We're live, that's all I know. Oh, I guess I should do it for my screen, shouldn't I? Or something.
No, here, you go. Just go into.
I don't know what I'm doing on this stuff.
I think I'm subscribed to you. So, if you go to yourself on your phone.
I'm trying to. I'd say I don't have this account on this phone. So hopefully I'm going to subscribe to it. So.
Yeah.
Is this? No. That's my. I need to find it.
Here, I got it there.
That's me.
Is that a flea market gamer?
Quit playing with me, phone.
Already got it. Sharing on Hootsuite for that one too.
Okay.
I promise you we'll actually know how to use all these things at one time. I actually have yours on my phone though. Your gamer one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll need to go through and get the
I need an
keywords
image.
and all that kind of stuff. You need an image.
I need an image.
Well, I've got that one though.
I have yours. I need one for mine.
Oh, okay, well, like I said, we'll make one.
I think yours should fit, hopefully. See if it'll let me take it. Yeah, it took it for mine. For that one. It's shared to Facebook, but you should be able to take it off my page. And what do we got there? You should be able to take it from my page, where it shared it for you, and share it back to wherever you want to share it to. So yeah, here's yours. So you should be able to share it anywhere you want to from there.
Okay. I'll try where.
So it just shared you to Twitter,
Gotcha.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So since you're on Instagram too, I think I liked you on Instagram, so you should be able to go to Instagram and.
Well, that means I have to learn how to use Instagram.
Right, but once we get to that point, Lily knows now. Excuse me.
It's twitchy.
I know. You should be able to go to Instagram though and share it off my Instagram, or I should be able to tag you in the Instagram too, like I did before, where it shows up on your feed. So, sorry, we're just trying to get some of these bugs worked out with sharing on multiple platforms with Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I have for the unboxing doctors. We're ready to roll. Okay, both or all three of those platforms already set up with a page, excuse me, a page on Facebook, a Twitter account, and an Instagram account. And I've been tagging Chris's the Flea Market Gamer and Instagram stuff when I've been posting on the weekends when we're there from Boxing Doctor's Instagram account, and working with Chris on trying to get that stuff up on Instagram. But I have to work with Chris a little bit more on using Instagram. Yeah, but there's no reason I can't just tag him, but we got to get to that point.
I'm 25 years with IT, but I'm not a big social network person, so this is new stuff to me.
So I'm trying to get our platforms built so that when we're using it, we're trying to catch more than just Facebook and YouTube. We're trying to get more than just those platforms. That way we can catch more people. So it's a process. So if you use Instagram or you use Twitter, the Unboxing Doctors do have both of those accounts as well. I think it's YouTube. They're listed underneath. If you type in the email address that we have on this account, or just type in the Unboxing Doctors, you should be able to find us. I know Twitter shows up a little bit unusual for our name, but if you type in the Unboxing Doctors, it should pull us up. But underneath our About section on YouTube for the Unboxing Doctors, there are direct links in that section for Twitter, Instagram, and our Facebook page. I know I need to set up the Flea Market Gamers About section on YouTube to do the same thing. Hold on one second. We're tilted funny. There we go. So I will get that done hopefully this week on Chris's account for YouTube to get those links directly set up for Instagram. I'll create a Twitter account and...
Had a hiccup.
Sorry guys. My app stopped. But anyways, I'll get those links set up on the Flea Market Gamers YouTube About section this week, so that way you guys can find him as well. A little bit more easier, whatever that word is.
That's the doctor coming out.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. And then I will be able to stream directly or upload directly to those two as Goodwill Hunting and DAV finds.
DAV is Disabled American Veterans. It's not the same in every city. So.
No, but I guess what I have it listed as today.
Right. I've seen them under the names of DAV. I've seen them as, I think it's called Red Rack and something Hanger or something like that. But they're all the thrift stores for the Disabled American Veterans. Here it's just called the DAV.
You're blinding me.
So we're starting off to the south side of Wichita. We're going to swing around the city just like we usually do. Probably go west and swing around clockwise this time. I found a couple little things. I found a card game called Red Shirts, which I'd seen the box before and was curious about it. It's not a cheap game. I think it's like $40. I got it for $1 yesterday. And basically, if you know anything about Star Trek, that's what it's based on. It's the idea of red shirts from the original show. The red shirts were the ones that whenever they beamed to the planet, there was a guy that would always come with them. If he was in a red shirt, he was guaranteed to die. So that's what the game is about. So we'll find out if it's any good. This is the deluxe edition. Came with like extra set of cards or something. So that'll be kind of fun to play with. And then I found a TV speaker system. You know, the ones that you can put your TV on top of and it's got the bar. Found one of those for $2.75 with Bluetooth in it and everything. I figured, hey, why not? I was going to hook up some speakers in our front room. We just moved about a month and a half ago. Haven't gotten around to it, so this made it nice and easy. Plug it in, boom, it's done. Yep. $2.75 to beat that.
Yeah.
found a whole bunch of games yesterday. I went to a pawn shop just out of curiosity. Yeah. So then we did our unboxing last night. So that's what we did yesterday.
We had a good weekend too. What was it, Monday?
Yeah.
Got some stuff.
Yeah, there was a family video. You know, that's like the last video or home video service. The one this is consolidating with the one in Winfield, Kansas, which is interesting because they're like about 15 miles apart. But for some reason, they decided to close that store and make everybody drive 50s, which I think is going to be kind of counterintuitive to what they're thinking is going to happen. But anyway, we went down there hoping the whole store would be on sale, and it looked like it was. When we got there, found a whole section of 3DS games and all these Pokemon games. So I started gathering them all up to buy them, and it turns out only a few things in the entire store were on sale. So I ended up finding some PS4 games and some Xbox One games. So we did okay. It was Pokemon games from memory. But we did get, apparently, I didn't know, Family Video sells the digital codes out of Blu-ray boxes. And so we were able to get about 20 movies for $20, right?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. And so, so I told him, you know, if you get something, let me know. Way to do it. And now he does that. And they have big sales because I bought them.
But anyways, go back to the movies though. The good thing about the movies too is when the kids go to Papa's or to their dad's house, we can send them with those movies because they're digital.
Yeah,
so it's not
anywhere.
Something that they have to necessarily take with them.
I noticed yesterday if they have the app on their phone, they can download it to their phone. So say, for instance, they're in an area where they can't get a good signal, they can have it on their phone, and then they're good to go. So that's kind of nice.
I was trying to do. It would not download.
We'll have to make sure you're set up right. It's way up by the bridge.
Okay.
No, this one started Monday, late in the day. So that's what's making me think that it's just one of his clearance sales. It wasn't anything good. It just a digging sale. But yeah, he's done these all over town. And when he does, they're usually open for a couple weeks in a row. I saw one run for well over a month. So he's just clearing out while he doesn't have any big sales going on. And hey, why not? Makes sense to me.
Do you want to get rid of stuff?
Right, and if he's got houses that he can fill up to do a sale, then why not?
Sure.
It's like the street right before the bridge. I remember right.
The overpass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, we're probably going to podcast as well. Not exactly sure what our topic will be. It may just be one of those open topics. I've listened to a lot of podcasts over the past like 4 or 5 years. I listen to, of course, Joe Rogan because he's the biggest one. And, you know, you can think one way or another about him. He has very interesting guests on his show. Can be quite repetitive, but his guests are very informed in whatever topic they talk about. I won't say I listen to every episode, but I listen to a lot of them. And because of him, I found out about Joey Diaz.
Right.
Yeah, he's the sign that way. Joey Diaz, Uncle Joey, Coco, whatever you want to call him. He's a very interesting character. His stories are just out there. I watched him a little bit online on YouTube when he's doing them live. It's very interesting to listen to him and then watch him. I know what he looks like, but then you watch him on there and he's so much smaller than I expected. But he's lost a lot of weight. He's doing a great job. And then his buddy who helps him with the show, Lee, finally saw him last night, and he doesn't look anything like I expected. Where that truck just turned, that's where you're gonna turn.
Okay.
But I was looking at their setup, and I noticed they were using little bitty guys, and using those as their cameras, and that's a really good idea. So if we do it, we'll definitely do the live stream, multi-channel type thing on YouTube, and it'll be probably just right on these channels. But I think that there's a close sign, so they're not open just yet. They ought to be.
Are they going to be open?
Yeah, there's people at the door waiting. So,
You wanna wait or you wanna?
Let's just go.
Okay.
It's really not that pressing. He'll be here. So.
Can I turn you
Yeah, I
down?
think you can turn here.
You know, when last night when you were watching that and I wasn't in the same room as you and just listening, I thought you were listening to Danny DeVito there for a few minutes. Because
Joey sounded like Danny.
Well, something he had said.
Oh, yes, he got really loud.
It got really loud, just the tone. I was like, what are you watching? It sounded like Danny DeVito for a minute.
Joey Diaz is an interesting character. He's served prison time for drug smuggling, if I remember right. Yeah, I think it was cocaine or something like that. And
let's go
he's
right.
an avid user of edibles and pot, and he gets really, really high sometimes when he's on there. Last night he looked quite high, and he got a little too close to the microphone, so it sounded like he was screaming several times, but he was just too close to his mic.
At one point I thought you were yelling no at me because I couldn't figure out what was going on. I'm like, what are you telling me no for? I didn't do anything. I was taking my makeup off in the bathroom, and the TV's right by where our bathroom is, and thought he was telling me no, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm just taking my makeup off. Did I go back left or just go right?
I'd just go back that way. Well, no, it probably would be.
I don't know, either way, halfway between one or the other.
Yeah, because that's like right there.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying we're halfway between one or the other, regardless of where I go. Oh, there's a guy right there. His car just
It does actually kind of look like him.
His car just looks sleazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he is kind of.
Forgive me.
Guy. Oh, it's not. It's small. Oh, I think he's putting more signs out. I think that is him. Yep, that's him.
Told you. Called it.
Pretty sure, like I said, it's one of his clearance sales, so we can maybe hit it later. No big deal. Tomorrow's garage sale day. He'll be there. If it's one of his picking sales, like I'm saying, they'll be oddball stuff. It don't matter that much. I'd rather garage sale most of the time than estate sale anyway, because you get the estate sales first thing in the morning, it's a shoving match. People get really on edge.
People are crazy.
To find what they want because they've seen some items online and they want it, and they'll do just about anything. And boy, you get some dirty looks if you get the thing they want.
Well, you got that Atari that one time, whatever it was, and that guy, man, I thought he was going to beat you down.
A few weeks ago, we went to one, just stumbled across it, went down in the basement, Atari 2600 with a bunch of boxed games, and also Nintendo with games and stuff. So I packed it all up, and I think I got a camera or something too. Oh no, we go upstairs and I put it on the shelf. And out, this tall guy who I've seen many times is just staring us down with this look of evil, like, how dare you take my item? And I've seen that guy push people out of the way at other ones before. So yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, that's what you get, man.
People are vicious.
Yeah.
Karma.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that, you're after something. Don't get me wrong, and, it's what you do, but, man.
Yeah, and it's just like, there's a guy who keeps beating me to the Goodwills and getting all this good stuff. And it sucks. But he beats the way it goes. And, yeah, the last two times I've seen him, I've been kicking myself because I saw what he got. And it was exactly what I've been looking for. So GameCube games, one day he has his arm out and away from his arm up to his shoulder. Nothing but GameCube games. The value of GameCube games, there's some that are a couple $100 a pop. And when I went back and looked in the area where the game I see him at the register, and he's got a bunch of PlayStation 1 games in his hand. And I'm a good 50 feet away from him, but just by the buying of the discs, I knew which ones he had, and he scored. Not probably as valuable as the GameCube game. We're just about to the first Goodwill here. Back on track. Our DAVs, the Disabled American Veterans, for the past 2 weeks has been crazy because they've been doing about 50% off the entire store. That's made it interesting because they all the DAVs in the city changed management about a year and a half ago. Actually, management twice, about 2.5 years ago, and then I would say about a year and a half ago. And when they did it 2.5 years ago, they rearranged the entire stores, and they used to have these long rows full of clothing and stuff. And we always had lots of stuff to look through. And then when they changed it, they put in these circular things and made them these little islands that barely had any clothing out. So now they've got the problem that their warehouses are too full because they can't put as much out. And so they were having this giant sale to get rid of stuff a little farther out by the hydrant there.
There was a guy behind me coming up too fast.
Oh, okay. And so, yeah, they had these giant sales, and so it made it crazy in there. If they put their rows back in, they wouldn't have this problem. It's just they can't put nearly as much stuff out. I go in, and they used to have rows, 50 feet across both directions, and they'd have like 30 of them. And say, for instance, you had one of those rows that was just t-shirts. Well, you're talking thousands of t-shirts. Now, they've got one little circular thing, and it's got like 10 t-shirts on it. What's that? Makes no sense. Whatever though. So, okay, we're here. I'm going to pass my phone over to Malachi, and he'll be your narrator and person while we're in there.
I'll be your narrator for the day.
We'll drop that a little bit. Okay, we'll be right to try to do this.
Yeah.
I think Peyton's taking my phone for just a little bit, so she's going to narrate you through the Goodwill here. We'll cover you for a second so I can take it out.
If you want to the other side.
It automatically rotates on mine. Peyton, it's rotated towards you, so you got it. It's facing you now, okay? Okay. So you can see it directly at you.
I know.
Should be able to go to the house door and still have my signal.
What?
And we're talking to people and stuff, okay?
Oh, well.
And if you want to show people, you can just switch the camera to that and it'll show the back camera, okay? What?
Hi, people.
Oh, look over here.
What?
Excellent.
Yeah. I said hi.
You stick it facing you.
Hey, Chris, I'm going to follow you. Good job. Good job. Guessing we're going to get DVDs and games.
All have to be in one hole.
I'll get you shoes. I'm going to shoes. What? This is a very nice picture. This is what she's talking about.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
I like that picture. Just talk to him. Go take him through what we do every day.
Okay. I am off the shoes because I love looking at shoes. Sometimes they're not even good shoes, but there's a whole rack of them and there's stuff on each side of them. Sometimes there's good shoes. Sometimes there's not. Whatever. No. Sometimes I never even find any shoes that I like. I just love looking at them. Here's the DVDs and games and stuff. I'm not really. I don't really look at this stuff, kind of. So right now I'm passing by a lot of housewares.
You need numbers 1, 2, 3.
And there's some games up here, as y'all can see. There's Sorry, Monopoly, Monopoly Junior, Monopoly Junior,
Gone from the game.
Clue.
On the left.
A few lunch boxes here. Not very interesting, but. What? Hi, how you doing? Yes, I'm talking.
Other things we found something.
What? She thinks she found something?
Got something in your head. That's mine. Oh, it's
I like it. You know, $7 too.
Hold on.
That's a good one. We need that.
What color?
We need that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just
Hold
took a
on.
picture. What? What are you looking for?
I don't know what.
What are you looking for?
Their daily half-off things.
It's green. I already looked. Yeah. It's okay though. It's still worth the price. Pictures like this, Peyton, go usually for about $50 at the store. For the size.
Yeah, today's great.
Well, it's also Wednesday, so it's 20% off. So, yeah. You can show them around if you want to. I don't care. Turn it so they can see what you're doing.
Walk around and be entertaining. It's all you gotta do.
Yep, go show.
This is the picture she found.
There's the picture that. Isn't it pretty?
Mom found.
I
very
walk
pretty.
across the bridge and down that trail, man.
Yeah.
$6. It's worth it.
$6
Yes, well, because you know we 20% off.
plus the card.
Yeah. So it's worth it.
So like $5.76-ish.
That's an interesting little pair of pink in there.
Okay then.
Let's see what else we can find. Including these shoes that are that just came in. Something good.
There's lots of golden shoes.
Yeah, there are a lot of them today, aren't there?
And then over here is all
Show
the.
people. Show the peepos. Show the peepos. Show the peepos the shoe.
You're listening to Dylan, and we're here to help you make it the best summer. Fillers, refreshing drinks, and more to make your summer a thrilling success. The Buy 5 Save 5 event is on now.
Hi, peepos.
Favorites like Starbucks, coffee, Kroger,
Hey, talk to the peepos.
Hold on.
low prices.
No.
Do you know what peepos actually means?
Nope.
Okay. It means
Tomatoes?
I think so.
Well, I don't.
Not the way
That's not
I.
being her way. She's got a bigger rack.
Not the way I say it, but that's one of the ways it means.
What is some of that?
I guess.
It's China. Isn't that pretty? They don't hate you're not showing people you.
What?
People are seeing what you're doing.
I know I'm fixing my hair.
Okay.
My shoulder keeps itching from it.
Okay, let's walk around with people. You can show what you're doing. Just move people. Don't just flail the people around. You're just flailing them around. Guitar Hero. I don't think we need this one though.
2.
Oh, 2. We already have. We have the guitar that goes to the Guitar Hero. I think it's the right system. It really hurt. Got my finger. What's this?
Guitar Hero.
Plan ahead.
If you guys are looking for a Guitar Hero 2, it's at.
Goodwill.
Yeah, it's at this Goodwill. No idea where this Goodwill is, but it's in Wichita, I think.
Or you can go back from this one weekend.
Yeah.
What?
Hurts my hands
What?
holding it.
So turn it sideways. That's it.
No.
You don't have to do it long.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
It has better view.
Sure, but when you're just walking, you don't have to. Just look at pieces. It's a fun little picture from Japan.
There's an aisle of baskets. Literally.
Ooh, these are fun.
What? Are we supposed to find where Waldo at?
Show them. Peyton. Don't just show on the ground.
Yeah, these are the ones that you have to stare at the picture until you find the 3D elude. It's pretty neat. I remember.
Live, so you should be having that camera showing everything. Don't just show it at the ground. Do you want to watch somebody walking around showing the ground?
No, just because you have to be constantly showing live what we're doing.
And I've been doing that except for just now.
No, you're showing the floor right now.
Well, I'm showing that.
Okay. I'm good.
Close.
Come on, get up.
For some reason, I always keep the jewelry up front. It's really weird. Anyways, we are done shopping at this Goodwill. We are going to go back to the car after we finish buying the stuff. And we're gonna
That's gonna be a great.
put it all back on strings.
For when our dogs go to the bathroom early.
So we're going to the car. It's very nice out here.
It got warmer.
Yep, it did.
Don't let them scare you.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the camera point of view in the car. So next Goodwill we stop at, I'll probably use this one again. Sorry, my hair was kind of in my face just now. Kind of block you guys' view. So.
Picture is in the back. So, when Chris gets back in the car, I will hand him over to you.
It's in the hole right behind you guys. It'll be very cool.
You guys can just hold the phones because we're just going around the corner.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the DAV, the Disabled American,
Probably
and hopefully they narrate a little more happy.
You're looking at a ceiling right now.
So, we're going to our next
Oh, Jesus. Hi. Yeah, you're in our parking spot as we're pulling out, dude.
He's literally backing in.
Yeah. Didn't even slow, just smiled. I saw someone getting hit. Were you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. People are crazy in this parking lot. Well, we just about got hit because somebody wasn't paying attention to what they were doing.
Yep.
I thought it'd be cool to just back up into their parking spot.
Into my parking
Yeah,
spot.
he didn't even wait for us to pull out. He was going into our parking spot.
People are stupid sometimes.
Sometimes, most of the time.
I wasn't even fully out of that spot yet.
So, next we are going to the DAV. Is that the one by the Sonic?
Yeah.
I thought that was a DAV.
No, that's Goodwill. Signs of-
Oh, the one by Seneca.
Oh, that's a pond. Oh, okay.
So, we are now going to the DAV and we are having
Oh, I
Tell
know
me
where this
about
is
that.
at.
Just talk. You don't have to describe everything we're doing. Just talk like you've got something interesting to talk about.
If only we brought the slang cards.
I don't have anything interesting to talk
Exactly
about.
why we need the slang cards to bring with us.
Yeah,
next
but
time.
that upset Malachi.
Yeah.
It did. It made me
Ooh.
frustrated.
That car.
Tomorrow when we go around and we're going to be going to the garage sales and stuff, we may use our Amazon Alexa and play stupid stuff with it because I've got one that I might set up tonight, and then we can just mess with it while we're driving around. How's
That'd
that
be
sound?
fun.
Yeah.
I'm nodding my head in agreement.
Like, we have Google Home Minis that we need to set up.
Just put it back on the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Which won't be very hard. You literally just have to put them on the Wi-Fi and download the app.
You sound like you're being forced to talk. You're like, and we need to do this. And it won't be hard. Are you scared to be on camera now?
No.
Did you guys find anything good last night?
Yeah, we did.
Possible.
Possibly.
How many cards did you go through?
Maybe
Not
100.
even a fourth of the box.
Really?
Yeah. We found a
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan
Gee,
Ryan.
wow.
Really?
He thought it was like $400 or $500, but he didn't notice that it said specifically there was some mark on it. So it's not. It's worth about $30 maybe. If
All right.
yeah, but that's after you get it graded. And grading costs about $15.
That's cool though. That's all right.
Yeah, and then we found a ton of John Elways.
That doesn't surprise me.
There is a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie.
Yeah.
Would be.
Really?
Yeah, if we get it graded.
That just sounds funny to me. When I hear graded, I know you explained to me last night what that meant, but I hear graded and I'm like, oh, so did they get an A, a B, C? Did they pass their test? I mean, I think
I don't know what to
school
say,
sense, not.
because I have no idea what you're talking about. So, you guys can hear them.
We found
Hey, talk up so I can hear you. You're barely talking today.
we found what was his name? Found another rookie card.
Okay, they'll find, if they want to see that, it's on the episode last night for the unboxing doctors of the baseball cards. If you want to see what we got.
Yes.
We'll be doing more of those as we go.
I was just curious.
Next
We stream.
coming in time.
We stream every Monday and Tuesday on the unboxing doctors, and every
Unboxings.
yes, and we on the
Chris Greenfield
same
book.
Project Gamer and this channel, we stream every Wednesday and Thursday pretty much, right?
Yeah, it's on both
Sorry.
channels. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna start doing streaming from the flea market once we get it set up.
Yeah, we got a problem that I'm in a metal box basically, and it makes the signal hard to get. So if we can get that figured out, we'll be streaming there all day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It'll be things from just us chatting about stuff and talking to customers to us playing video games and streaming that to you. Just depends on if we can get a good enough signal. Okay, we are at the DAV. The kids are going to walk around and show you stuff and hopefully talk and make sense.
I'm gonna be honest. DAV is more interesting than the Goodwills are.
Yeah.
That one sucks. That one's all mine.
What, the Goodwill over there?
That one was boring.
This one's pretty good.
It's right up here.
Cause like I think it was either last week or the week before we found a bunch of like basket of Pez dispensers.
Yeah.
Okay, talk loud so I can hear you, Peyton, okay?
Okay. I'm good because I have to be with an adult.
Okay. So you're showing the floor again.
What?
Make sure they can see something. You're just kind of showing
Oh.
the wall.
I'm showing my face. Switch. This is a lot of the little kid clothes. And they have some toy bins over here too. Let's see.
So, switch back here.
Switch.
So I just found metal die-cast X-Men Logan Wolverine from Loot Crate, and I'm thinking that's gonna be a good one to get. But I'm gonna look it up real quick.
What is this?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this is like a
I think it's part of the
Transformer. Yeah, he's missing his legs. Yeah, it's Hasbro. hate it when I just hate it when people put toys in here that aren't actually fully built. Nothing really interesting except for the Wolverine just now. So. What?
I guess the Tyrannosaurus Rex is getting ready for bed. You showing it?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, he has his blanket and his teddy bear. I found Snoopy. There was some. That's creepy.
Is that Monster High?
Yes.
Or something? Yeah. Just weird with the blank eyes.
It's a hot dog slicer, I think.
Could be.
We're going over into the electronics section now, I think.
Yeah.
If you are a doll collector, come here because they have lots of dolls.
Digital voice recorders.
That's a. What is that, though? Here's some of the stuff we're looking at. There's some phones up here. Some keys.
I guess he's not going to help.
What?
I thought he was coming to help us.
Wasn't ready for that bell to make that noise. Made me jump. That Wolverine looks entertaining.
That's interesting.
Oh.
Here's some Xbox games, some Wii games, some PlayStation 2 games, and a few other games.
So this is a Netgear power line adapter. It's a 1200 series, which means it's one of the newer ones. It's only these by themselves, a single one, at least $20. Hopefully there's more of those here. Because there's some of those that are good, some of those are crap.
Here's some keyboards.
I guess I'm not going to get the help back here to the office.
There was a lady that came in last week asking for splinter stuff.
That's being recorded. You too.
There's a lot of cat toys. leashes and stuff. So it's very cold in the store. I just realized that. See, dolls. God. Millions of say about theirs. Well, there's definitely more than 30. So, and there's some baskets over here. Not very appealing to me, but it could be for some people. Yeah. There's some children tables and chairs. Some bags over here. I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about exactly. I'm just supposed to be talking. So, yeah. There's lights and stuff. Lamps and
Lie.
whatever that is. What is that? It's pretty nice shelf / desk and CD holder. You know, another one like that I just showed you. No washing machines. Ooh, Mr. Coffee. There's a lot of Mr. Coffees here. I don't know if my dad saw this or not. I'll have to go tell him about it. Okay. So, Dad, I can have cut here.
You're away from the speaker.
I found a whole bunch of Mr. Coffees. They have a lot of them.
Okay, make sure one account.
What? Oh, okay.
Alright, so I just found a little digital voice recorder. Look how little bitty thing this thing is. I mean, it is small. 8 gigs. Thought, why not for $1.48? See what it does. And then this here is a wireless mic kit by Williams Sound. And it has everything to it. And there's got some little pieces to it. $2.48. I figure it's worth a shot. Probably an eBay item. So not too bad. I should probably look it up, but right. If not, we'll use it. Heat up your hair. That's old school right there.
You wanna know it's old school? A lot of the cord, not the cordless, but the telephones that have cords that you plug into the wall. I found a lot of those. Bricks. And there's a lot of clothes that way. I guess we're heading over DVDs next. Yep. Here's the lot of DVDs. gotta fix
It's
my...
not a lot in DVDs that I really look for anymore, because there's certain like boxes that are good. I'm not sure about this one, but we'll take a look. So this is the Happy Gilmore Billy Madison collection. It's a big box. I want a lot for it though. I doubt I'm gonna buy this. Yeah.
I'm right behind you, sorry.
We got a series of the Mystery Science Theater movies, which is cool. Now all here doesn't look like that'd be cool if it was. I just found out they're actually, some of the people from that show are going to do a live show here in town very soon.
There's some beer.
Yeah, there's always lots of VHS tapes. I don't mess with those. I know there's a few out there that are rare, but it's so time consuming.
Yeah.
Okay, not seeing much here. Oh. I mostly look for Beachbody and educational stuff. Those have a tendency to be pretty good. I just shipped out a Beachbody set today. But yeah, a couple days ago I spent $2 on.
Here are some of the records.
Looks like some Slim Pickens.
A lot of CDs. And I'm guessing these are CDs too. Over here.
What?
The thicker one. Oh, no, these are cassettes then. And those are the CDs.
Don't swing around wildly. You're gonna make people sick.
Sorry.
I have to get like some kind of thing that you can mount it, because you're all over the place on that. I keep hearing from people that you should check hats. So let's check hats.
I can just bring my selfie stick next time.
Maybe something like that. There's a Malachi hat. There's a me hat.
There's a you hat.
Ventura. Oh no, that's not Ventura. Like Tuba. I'm not sure what that is.
It's really hard to keep the camera steady when I'm trying to look through things, you know? Okay then.
There's Jeff Gordon's hat, NASCAR, by Chase Authentic. I will look that up real quick.
This is the hat he's talking about, right? This one. Oh, there's some helmets over here. There's just a lot of stuff here.
And I wanted it so bad, and we sold it before I had a chance to get it. This was that. Oh. Yeah.
Some suits. Sports stuff. Glassware. But I'm listing off things I'm seeing.
You should just be talking.
I don't know what to talk about.
Just talk about stuff.
I don't know what to talk about though. Dicey earrings. See? Dicey earrings. I am.
constantly.
I can't. I have nothing to talk about.
All you do all day is talk.
Sorry.
Act like that's your buddy that you're talking to. Just talk about anything.
It happens if you're telling somebody who's never been Goodwill shopping before, or they're famous before, what you're doing.
I don't know.
What are you doing?
I need serious help.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at shoes. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been saying.
Talk through it.
Hmm?
Hey guys, me for a minute. So working with the kids on a little bit more on how to engage the audience a little bit more and some ways to talk with you a little bit more. So like this, are you ready? Walk with me, come here. So when you're walking through the shoes, you'd be like this. So normally when we go through and look at DAV stuff, we kind of look at the different rows of shoes, and so here's some of the shoes that we would look at. So you can kind of see there's quite a few rows of shoes here today. We look at the brands, we look at the colors, we look at the sizes, we look at the various styles. We determine if there's any that we like, don't like. We look at the interesting ones. Look at those. Those are kind of interesting. I like the fireflies on them. Look, they're dragonflies, aren't they? Dragonflies? Yeah. We look at different brands, makes, all that kind of stuff that could profit if we were to sell them. That kind of stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna get stuck. What are you doing?
Oh, that's a beetle.
Go the other way around before you get stuck. So there's kid shoes, adult shoes, various types of shoes. But that's what you do. You walk through and you talk about it like that, okay? So do you see how I kind of talked about the various types of shoes that they have and the styles? So you have to talk about it more than just these are the shoes, okay? So here, take the phone back.
It makes it extremely hard to look at stuff.
It does, but you're looking at the you're looking at it.
There's some Beanie Baby cards. We haven't really looked through them, but I don't know much about them. I just collect Beanie Boos because I like them, because they're stuffed animals.
You just take them on the journey.
That's awkward a little bit. It's cute.
It is cute.
Oh, they still have a lot of Pez today. And then there's buttons. Pez. I'm kind of short, so I can't really see. Perseus.
Audio.
Malachi. Oh.
Are we going to live 10?
Huh?
Are we going to live 10?
We are checking out. Head back to our car. And hopefully we will be going to another one. Yeah.
528. Hi, young lady.
Hello.
Having a good summer?
Yep.
School starts back up in a month or so, doesn't it?
Yeah. What, a month and 4 days now? So it's the 11th. So, yeah. Coming up quick.
72 cents. Whatever. Have a good day, young lady.
You too. Crystal put interesting. We're heading back to our car, and he's getting in my way. He just like stepped in front of me. That was my hand. Getting back in. I'm gonna set you guys down for a second. You guys are looking up at a car light.
I'm getting back in. I don't know if you guys are gonna stay back here with us or if you're gonna go back up there with them.
Where are we going?
Are they safe?
Okay, I'm hitting y'all.
Hi, Devos.
Going back up to them?
Oh, gotta slide you back in the holder.
It is you already.
All right, so
Hello.
we're back in the car. We're upside down. Hold on just a second here. There we go.
Hello again.
Alright, so I found a couple little things in there. I found a Williams Sound FLS mic system for $2.48. Trying to look it up right now, and yes, it is worth some money. Let's see here. I'm seeing large lots. There we go. It's about 80. And then I found a little bitty 8 gig voice recorder. It's not too bad. Little things I like little things because they ship easy. I'm gonna look at that neck gear real quick and see. Pretty sure it's just 1200 power line. Yeah, there it is.
We are going north into town. Are we going to Dave?
Actually, there's that one right in the flea market parking lot. I'm gonna check it out real quick. Gently used or something like that.
Where?
It's there.
I believe you. I'm just trying to think of where. I can't place it in my memory.
By Ace.
Close.
At the end?
No, it's closer to Subway.
There's a Subway? Oh, Lord.
Apparently, she's not very aware of her surroundings.
Apparently, I need to get out more.
Netgear for 2 of them are going for 40. So I'll look a little bit harder later and see if I can find one because they can be added onto systems. It's just an add-on system thing. So people want more of them and they don't want to go pay $60 at the store for one. So somebody will buy it. So no big deal on that one.
But it's in the same parking lot. Okay, then I'll pick it over, Rich.
Yeah, you just pull in by. Been there before.
I believe you. I don't doubt you. I just don't remember it.
He wanted to say hi. He is with us. He's our mascot while we're doing this stuff.
Animal had an accident the other day.
Did you clean it up?
Not that kind of accident. You sprayed him.
You got a spot cleaner back here if we need it.
Animal was sitting on the counter, and Malachi was doing the dishes, and Animal got his hair washed.
Good thing
Accidentally.
he wasn't a mogwai.
I know. That would have been dangerous.
Good thing he wasn't a gremlin.
That's what Chris
what
was
a
saying.
gremlin is. A gremlin is the offshoot of mogwai.
I have a gremlin.
Yeah, you have my gremlin.
Because
She stole my gremlin toy.
do you need it?
No, stuffed toys.
Mm-hmm.
She
She
doesn't like
does.
the cutesy. She likes the cutesy. It goes mean. She's a little too old for the Living Dead dolls, or a little too young, so she doesn't know about those, and those are really expensive now. So I could see that she would have collected them.
I have a few of the
It's a
feisty.
living dead doll.
It's a Living Dead doll. It's like zombified dolls,
I have
or
a few-
vampires, stuff like that.
Their
Feisty.
eyes white.
There was hundreds of them, so yeah, I should best bet some of them were
Are their eyes what?
white.
Oh.
I think there might have been the head of one in there.
No, that was from Monsters. eBay just hit us with something. Let's see. 15% off today with a minimum purchase of $25.
Mine was late.
Last time I got one of these coupons from them, it didn't take, so I don't know. Might look at it later because it's on everything. If I can find something then for the shop or something, 15%, it's 15%.
So how does that work against like a seller?
What do you mean?
Is it
Yeah.
not the seller?
Yeah, because most people don't even use these, and so the few that they do, it's made up of all the sales they make per day. It's all I can figure.
So eBay eats, not the seller.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But sometimes they'll have these codes that'll be like 20% off, and it's for specific stores, and stores will jack up their prices before that 20% goes.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, it's more as like. That's
Tomorrow at 7 a.m. They need to be there.
okay. Oh Lord, already passed it. Come back.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
That's what I said. You don't need to be on the hotspot.
It always tells me that I'm over.
I know. It's okay. It's just because it's got a setting in there to warn you. Don't worry about it.
So where do I turn? Here?
Up by Enterprise.
Oh, up there. Okay. Where that car came out or back? Right? So.
Okay, we're going to a smaller one. It's run by one of the church groups here in town. It's called Gently. Swing around the door. Next to me, out of nowhere, was a bag, and in that bag was an upright Nintendo, and it was only $25. I didn't even notice what else was in there. I may have talked about this before, but so I bought it. It's $25. I got out into the parking lot and it had Bomberman 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a bunch of other really good games. I sat in the parking lot and started listing things, and Bomberman 4 sold before I could even leave the parking lot for almost $200. So that was a good.
Sorry,
find.
animal.
So
I knocked the
going
animal.
in, back to our narrators. Hopefully they're doing a good job.
They'll get better at it as we go, I promise.
Yeah.
It's just something new. This is new to us too. So all good.
Hold on.
You hear us correcting them, it's just because we want them to get better at it. We're not being mean. Here's Mechalai, or Malachi as he's known.
This. Oh, we're going into. Yeah, there. I'm not trying to.
Okay.
It's very hard to see me right now.
It's okay, it's bright out here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
We're going into this place.
the shop I told you.
Good morning.
Okay, here are some games. Oh,
James Bond, 007.
most of them are sports and
Yeah.
stuff, but
Except for that one.
this is a children's corner. They have some stuffed animals here, but not a lot. It's kind of too close. Yeah. What is that? A few toys. Not very many though. So. There's a Skylander. Okay then. Some dolls and clowns. Baby toys. Of course, you gotta have the baby toys. I found a koala. Do you like koala?
Oh, even you did the cutest.
says I have to be accompanied by an adult.
I know. I'm right here. We're literally right in the center of you. You're fine. Do you, okay? You did nothing wrong, kid.
There are some trucks back here.
Hey, Power Rangers.
I think wait,
Pretty sure it's Power Rangers.
it might be Transformers.
Pretty sure it's Power Rangers.
I found chicken ammo.
Chicken ammo. Okay,
It's a cup. It doesn't have a straw though. That one's a Power Ranger. Look at the clowns.
Creepy looking. Creepy looking.
Hey, this is from Toys R Us. Or only at Toys R Us.
Daddy found a snake.
Yeah,
He's-
it's all messed up.
He's taming the snake.
Wait, what does it look?
Wooden snake toy, but it's all busted up. It's pretty neat though.
I want to play with it. How do you use this?
Move your wrist and it makes it move. It's on the floor again.
Sorry.
Got some work to do now. Tell me fine.
There's a lot of puzzles.
We like puzzles.
I got puzzles.
Come on, Nala. Tell me fine.
Scarves.
We like
Yes.
scarves.
Yes, we do. Aww.
I think it is.
Wait, what's he from?
Nope, it's from Sophia. Just kidding.
That's what I thought. Oh, my thing camera up. Sorry.
Oops.
Oh my gosh.
So I say, turn it this way for a while. Turn it so it's just facing you.
There we go. I had the camera angle on a different side than I should have. Like it was upside down, kind of.
It's quite a bit of interesting stuff.
Mhm. Mhm. It looks so small, though.
Outside.
Yep.
Well, think about how big our flea market is that we work at. How
It's
far
just
back it
because
is.
of the back, yeah.
Right, well, that's the same thing. This is the same building. It's just further down. You know?
This is all Christmassy stuff.
Aw, Coca-Cola bear.
Coca-Cola bear. He's cute.
Isn't he?
He even has a Coca-Cola bottle in his hand.
Uh-huh.
Or his paw, I guess.
Lots of fun stuff.
I remember.
Look, it's stationary.
It's from Lisa Frank. And it's penguins. It's a lot of penguins.
And I grew up with Lisa Frank.
Here's some miscellaneous stuff that I have no idea what it's called because it's called miscellaneous. Extension cords.
Ooh, that's an old camera. That's fun. Look at that. You have to do it. Huh? Look.
It looks cool.
Sure. It's a lot of work.
Cat phone case.
Remember, you show them to. They don't want to see the wall.
And a clock. Very close up. And a clock.
funny to me. In the Shrine Temple in Anaheim, California.
What's that even? What it
Climbers.
spit everywhere.
Kind of fucking like that, huh? Remember?
Uh-huh. Again, I just spit.
Ooh, look at that one. That one's pretty. Look at the green on that one.
I like that one.
That one's pretty.
I like that one.
I do too. That's kind of a interesting. Different times of the various times and stuff. That's neat.
Is neat. Neat. Karaoke machine.
I do. You know, I need an inflatable one. Just in case.
Kayaks.
I do. I might get stuck on the river. Possible.
There's kayaks up there. There's an aquarium. There. Here are some records. Fake fruit. Fake fruit. What did you think I said?
Fake Groot. I'm like, how do you have a fake Groot? Because I like books. We have quite a few of those. Ooh, Phantom of the Opera. Invitations.
Greeting cards.
Mm-hmm. Those are always fun.
More ironing boards.
Well, because you might need one.
We don't need more
See
ironing
the,
boards.
the seats back there from the shrine in Anaheim, California. Take those.
Say hi. There's some paperback fiction. Elvis Presley.
Look at
I know, I saw that.
No, I can't find a bow tie.
Ow,
Sorry. Because bow ties are cool.
Can I see?
It's not very cool though, but I found your bow tie.
It can go on my gremlin.
Because bow ties are cool.
Bow ties. Some shorts. Lots of hangers. Lots of hangers.
Yeah, shoes.
Shit, wait, where? Oh, back there. Oh, I'm gonna go look at DVDs.
Apparently we forgot to look at something. Hold on.
DVDs. There's some DVDs. Some jewelry. Pretty sure we're heading now. Yep, almost.
Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Alright.
We are heading out. We are going back to the car.
I'm extremely fast too.
So now we're heading back to the car. And, ow! Going to our next destination. Here we go. Again, you're looking at the ceiling.
It's already flipped around for you.
Well, I don't know how I did, but we're moving on now.
I did pretty good.
Did you?
Yeah, I talked about stuff, asked them some questions to put their answers in the comments.
Hi, Peepo.
Good point.
And we're back.
I got on the topic of video games. So I asked them what their favorite video game is, and then what their favorite video game console is. And you can put that in the comments.
Okay. So we're actually in the parking lot at the flea market where our booth is. So I'm going to try to give you an angle shot of the entrance.
It's called the Westway Marketplace.
Correct. It's called the Westway Marketplace. It's at Seneca and Pawnee here in Wichita, Kansas. We are there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 10 a.m. to about 5:45 p.m. Come say hi to us. Come buy some stuff if you want. Always like to see people. It could be quite entertaining. I'm going to kind of flip around here. There are 3 sets of doors to this flea market. I'm going to flip the camera now so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. This is the south end. If you look over here on the end, you can see Harbor Freight, okay? If you come to this door and go straight to the back and a little bit to the right, you'll see a sign, chalkboard from this end, that says games this way. And I'm in a big cage back there, and I've got lots and lots of stuff. And then over here is the other 2 sets of doors on the north end. We're a new flea market. It's been up and going now for about a year. And I've been in there, this will be our 6th week, and it's progressively getting better. Some really good people in here. Sure, you can find some stuff you like, but come check us out. We do video games, and we do collectibles like toys and stuff. I'm always buying, selling, and trading. You never know what I'll have. I know this week we're going to have a lot of new stuff. We've got a bunch of stuff on the horizon. If you look over here in this parking lot across the street, there's a giant tow truck made up like one of the Cars guys.
Mater,
apparently.
You can see it from my
Used
camera.
to be on the south side of town.
No, couldn't. Not from where my camera's at.
They moved it over here to that church for some reason. I don't know if they're going to have an event or what, but it's still pretty neat. I'm going to flip you right now. Okay.
So, we didn't really find anything in that one. Some neat that we need
Very hit and miss, but like I said, in the past I have found a few really good things. That Nintendo was the best one I ever got there. Out of that bag with the Nintendo and the games, I probably made about $500 off 25 bucks. And that was one of those last second things. I was just standing at the register and there it was. I've seen large lots of Super Nintendo games there, but after I got that, it's like they started realizing they need to price things out, and they were putting single games for 50 bucks, like very common games. So they sat there for a long time. So that happens. So we're going to go to another Disabled American Veterans one. This is in the Delano district, which is in downtown Wichita. It's a pretty good one at times. I try to find a lot of toys at that one. Problem is that on Mondays they do half off of the bins, and all the toys are in a bin, and they sell most of the small toys for $3 a bag. And so you can fill a bag for $3, and on Monday it's $1.50. So I see a bunch of older people go in there and fill in the bags, and it looks like to me what they're doing is they're getting as many as they can and then putting them on lots on eBay. I've noticed that a lot lately, seeing mixed bags of toys on eBay. So figuring that's what they're doing. You know what? It works. You know, it sells for them, so why not? I try to find the bigger ones because they look good and bring the kids. I'll wipe it when we get stopped. So our kids got to get more talkative. They just got to realize they just talk about stuff. It's all right. A little disorienting for people, okay? You should switch and let them see this wall. There's a little head shop here that they really go crazy in painting their walls and stuff. And I don't know if you can see it very well. But they just redid it, and it is just covered with all kinds of very intricate drawings. And
I'm going to pull you off for a second, so hold on.
Marvin the Martian is here, and there's a poker table with a bunch of people, aliens playing poker. And I mean, the whole building is like that, and they've been doing it for years. They just redid it recently. It's pretty good.
Let you drive with me for a minute here, out of your casing. Makes it a little bit easier for you to see the direction we're going. In my phone case, it's kind of the way that my camera faces it picks up the thing over here behind it. Alright. So, switching back. To a fun truck in front of us there, isn't it?
Yeah, hauling a junker to the scrap metal place here, it looks like. Bet you can get some pretty good money from them.
Oh, I'm sure.
Didn't know that scrap metal place did that. This little war that they're starting. Economic war is not a good thing. I read last night that we've got another $200 billion worth of tariffs that we want to put on China. That's not good for anybody. That affects us just as much as it's going to affect China. Already hearing that the Kansas farmers are almost in revolt because it's basically killed their industry.
Mm-hmm.
And last night I also read that Russia just had its largest order ever of soybeans because China refuses to buy from us now. China could have been our partners. Now we're making them our enemies. It sounds awful fishy to me. It sounds like we're trying to start stuff.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Make more profit during
Another Cold
wartime
War.
than we do any other time. Peace doesn't make money.
Isn't that what it was called? Cold War?
Cold War, yeah.
Excuse me. We are getting ready to go into more of the midtown, downtown area here.
If you know Wichita, we're right now at Kellogg and Seneca, and just up the street one block is the old Copper Q, which was the big arcade in the city. Been sneaking off to go over there. I remember many times my dad coming in the door and, why are you halfway across town? You know, I'm talking when I'm 12. Me and my friend Sonny would ride our bikes over and blow money here all the time. Now it's just an empty building that's falling apart. Actually, I don't think it's empty. I think it's still full of arcade games being used as storage. But it's just a shame. We actually do have a new arcade in town. Apparently we have a second one that's going to be just for adults here soon. The new arcade, they actually charge you by the hour or by the day instead of using quarters, which is kind of neat. One of these days we'll go there and maybe we'll put that on camera too.
Absolutely. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. It'll be on Monday or Tuesday type thing. One of our lower days.
Whenever we're doing our pinball extravaganza,
Are you chewing
over
ice?
at the dry cleaners or yeah. There's also a laundromat that actually has quite a few pinball games. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a rundown place, but hey, they've got the pinball. Nobody else in town really has any, and they've got a couple of my favorites there. So we go there once in a great while. So I'll have to show that to you sometime. Okay, we're coming into the Delano district, and we are at the Disabled American Veterans. It's just like that last DAV we went to, but you know, just different stuff. Same sales today. Brick Brack is 50% off, and I think it was pink and yellow clothing. That's the markings on it is 50% off. Every day they have different sales. And now we'll pass you off to your narrators again. Let me switch it up.
Yay!
Peyton is going to be on this phone this time.
Yep, giving Malachi my phone, so I shall see you again soon.
Hi. I like this phone better. The other phone is the phone I'm using. We're going into the DAV now. And cars. So, party sub.
No, it's not. I just don't.
I'm going to the books back here because I got CDs right here. Nothing back here. This is kitty clothes. Okay. Have to go get a cart and a bag. Is this metal? Yeah. Put the cart. Excuse me.
hard doing this with one hand. It's hard. I have to do this one-handed. I'll get a bag right in a second. Okay. You work here? Can I have a toy bag?
Toy bag?
Yeah. For like the small toys.
They usually give you
It's usually a clear plastic.
clear plastic. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Thank you. I can pinch you back up now. So I had to get this clear bag. And we're gonna go straight to the toys. It is heavy.
I found you a couple of Malachi's.
No.
Here.
Hey,
It's a new one.
What's this? Who's this dude?
That's Sylvester. Going around.
is this from
That's a game.
Oh, it's a game.
How do you know that?
It's the Kooky Puppy game.
The donkey do?
Yeah.
There's some Hot Wheels in there.
There's... I see a Hot Wheel earlier.
There's a lot of them.
Here.
Wait, pass it.
That, I believe.
Looking through here, trying to find all the things that aren't.
That's not.
Things that aren't.
These guys are these little people.
What?
Little people.
Little
Actually,
people?
so push across
Oh,
the-
I know what those are.
This is a treat. Look at a little. Oh, that's that little lamb from
That's Hot Wheels.
that show.
Ah! That's from Dr. Spencer.
Are like little dinosaur toys good? Like these. that's
This is-
dog mixed stuff and have a scroll.
Just trying to figure out what to do.
Hey, Mom, there's another golden lid.
I like them. I didn't think there was.
One of the books that are in here. My dragon and lizard one that I have.
I'm trying to get things out of here. So shoving it around is not helping me.
Okay. We'll go up and look now. Go to the back here. See if there's a bathroom. I will be passing it off. So, now at Good Games, I really have Key Brother in Arms, Xbox, Life 2. It's a pretty good game that would be interesting to play. Really have to go to the bathroom, so I'm probably gonna have to pass this off to Mom and go to the bathroom. Mother, take this. I have to go to the bathroom.
Bathroom to take it to home.
Back.
So we are going to walk to the books. If we find anything good in the books here.
Books, yes. This one is missing its cover.
Every now and then there's some good stuff in the books. You just never know. Just go talking to what you're seeing, okay? What you're seeing, what you're doing. Just keep talking. Talk about what you're doing, what you're seeing, what's going on here. Okay. Wichita State stuff. Wichita State's our one of our local colleges here in town.
There's a lot of shoes around.
I like those. Look at those shoes.
These are nice.
I like pink. Pink's one of my favorite colors. Oh, let's see what shoes we can find today, Peyton. So when we talked about shoes.
I have one person watching me.
We do.
Yep.
Cool. So, got some different shoes going on today. Oh, some cleats. Talk so they can hear you. Like you enjoy it. You gotta talk like you actually enjoy it. You sound so bored. So, some fun shoes. Go ahead. So, nothing that I'm seeing today that I really like, that I'm wanting to buy.
These are heels.
Give Malcolm back his phone. Never know people.
I'm back. Had to go to the bathroom, but I'm back. There's a lot of nice cleats. Got the spikes on them. There's two pairs. These aren't Nike, but these are Nike. These are Nike cleats. Those are cleats.
Dress shoes,
And then over here, this is where I usually find the good shoes. And just look, that's really all I do. Now, but in the comments below, tell us an idea for a game that the Market Gamers channel. And if you are liking this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification.
I know.
Not seeing anything good there, so nothing.
No, can I just ask you to the recording and
YouTube.
We're live streaming.
Oh, okay. Who you send it to?
YouTube.
Just YouTube?
Mhm.
You doing it to all the thrift stores?
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
go around on Wednesdays and we do live stream for our YouTube channels.
Okay, because I've never seen you in there. I was like, okay, are we in trouble?
No, we do it every week on
Okay.
Wednesdays. We have 2 channels that we live stream to.
Okay. So how's that work?
How does what work? I don't understand. I don't understand your question. I
Okay,
apologize.
well-
Please don't take that the wrong way. I just understand
No.
what you're asking me.
I'm ignorant.
Oh, okay.
So-
basically for YouTube, what you can do is you can live stream.
They're gonna talk about
so we
that.
go on YouTube Sundays with you. and we
I'm
do-
gonna go look around some more.
we do the shopping.
So I'm just gonna go try and find the shirts. There's the shirts. Need the mediums. Good luck. All these shirts suck. I'm gonna look at these shoes. I haven't looked at them, you have. Maybe a repeat. Hey, they are color coded. So, some more made by night.
Like we noticed today, you guys are actually
Night. There's certain things you want to look for, certain people, and that was clear. And discs, weird machine like things, stuff like that. What's that? Helmets. 4-pound weight. So we are going to do the odd section stuff and see what we can find. There's lots of weird glasses too. Certain stuff I'm looking for, particularly sometimes this place has Pokemon cards. I love looking at the cards they have. It's pretty fun. I'm going over there to where the purses and the electronic stuff is. So I'm just going through and talking. Yeah, okay, first I'm looking for Coach. These. Belts and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go to the toys in that section just to see what all is over there. And then other than that, I'm pretty much looked at it all. So, let's do not touch clothes on the rack. Going back to the toys. So I just want to look at them. They both picked through by Chris. But there's a line on this thing. I think that's supposed to go there. Who wants to be a millionaire? See it. See a trivia games and just be trivias in the car. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Yes. Yes, I am. So I've looked at pretty much everything. I'm now just waiting for them to tell me it's time. Just gonna look at these real quick. Cooler ratings. Not very much here. So I've looked at everything. I'm just gonna walk and talk. So this is the first time you guys have seen me use this phone walking around. But no. Mama would like this. Chris. Mama would like this.
That's neat.
Oh, no, it's fine. They were doing and
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, what are we doing? Did we do something wrong?
no, absolutely not. It's just encouraging. We encourage them to do the talking because it gets them out there and gets them to talk about what they're doing and encourage them. You know, he's 12 and she's 10, and the more that we can encourage them at this age to do these kind of things, when they become adults, the hope is that they'll be prepared.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
considering the world we're going into, they'll be prepared.
And there's no real way of doing that other than putting them out there.
Absolutely.
So,
Well,
commend
and,
you guys.
you know, both my kids can count back money. You know, if you give them a 20 and what you paid is $6, they can count you back. They count up to 10 and then count up to 20 because that's what we teach them to do. You know, he can sell you a video game and talk to you about that video game and, you know, barter with you if you want to barter a little bit at the flea market because he gets the why we do it.
So now I know to stay away from you.
But in a good way.
Yes.
You know, it's they know how to do it here. They know that, you know, we respect other businesses in that aspect. But
No, you can come and ask.
when clients
You can
come
always come in and
to
ask
us-
if the prices are, if you just like to know.
Sure.
I operate under closed mouth does not get fed. So
Sure.
if you have a question about something, if you just feel like the price is a little high,
Okay.
we're open to it.
Okay. Good to
Now,
know.
you might not get anybody else that's going to be, because I'm open to it.
I
all the
appreciate
time.
that. That's good to know.
But you would think, because they're donated items. And so we're not trying to get rich, we're trying to bring you in
Sure.
to keep business going.
Sure.
And so we're trying to do what we can to make it work.
We're the same way.
Okay.
We're
Sorry.
the couple flea market gamer.
Okay.
Easy to remember.
Yeah.
And we're really big on, you know, we want to sell stuff too. It's kind of the concept. You know, of course, we're not going to sell you a video game for $1 because we don't make any money off that.
Right.
But, you know, if we have it marked for 20 and you buy, you know, 3 or 4 games from us, we're going to make you a deal.
Exactly.
That's how it
We're not gonna. If it's like a game that's worth 20, that's marked as 20, and you buy like 10 other games that are like 15 with it,
Sure.
we're gonna mark the price down to 15 for you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's how it should be. But he understands that concept already, you know, and he understands when working with customers, when somebody walks in the door, you don't keep playing your video game. You stop and you say, "Hello, good morning, good afternoon.
How can I help
How
you?
can I help you? If you need
Acknowledge,
need
yes.
something in the case, please let me know."
No.
He understands that you acknowledge people. You don't just keep playing your video game.
So,
At 12.
You want to come train for people here? I've been working with these
got
guys
this.
here.
But that's the point.
And our first thing is like 100% contact. When
Mhm.
you walk in the door, you
Mhm.
always greet.
Absolutely.
And because it serves two, you acknowledge them, and so they feel welcome. The other
Absolutely.
thing is that if you get those shadier characters,
Absolutely.
they know now that you've seen them.
Absolutely.
And so they're not going to be so
See?
apt to steal.
Told you.
And so it's like,
Absolutely, that's exactly
And I
it.
try to explain it, and
That's
that
it,
everybody
though.
gets it. And you can work in a register. Now I'm 6'2", so I can hear the door opening. I can see you walk by. My peripheral's not that bad. With bifocals, it's not that bad where I can't see you if you come in through the door.
Yep.
You still must take time out to breathe.
If you need someone to come in and what I do for a living. So if you want someone to come in and talk with your staff for some time and just kind of give some pointers and outside, you know, as a boss.
Right.
But,
Forced to see the
but if
trees.
you want someone to come and just get some pointers, hey, as someone that does this for a living also and sees this kind of stuff, listen.
Now, as a nonprofit group, is there a charge attached to that? I understand that in your position, there almost has to be something. And I have to ask just because.
I do consulting work. I mean, usually I say yes, but I'm a good person.
My executive director, because everything was still being everything.
And if someone needs to come in for 30 minutes and that's it.
I can do that. That's the hard part.
I don't want to feeling bad.
We don't want to.
Adults
That's
are
the
very
fun part.
Adults are very finicky.
20 to 25 now is what I charge. But you're not profit.
Sure.
I mean,
20, 25 an hour, and heck, I'm only gonna bring you in for maybe 30 minutes anyway.
Right,
So
that's what I'm saying.
I can pay the full.
That's what I'm saying.
That
That's
to
normally
me
what I
is a
charge for
benefit.
consulting. But considering that, you know, like you say, it's always negotiable. But it's one of those where, you know, when you're working in a situation like this, you know, everything's
So, there are bits of that conversation, and fascinating. What all good find today?
Hot Wheels, found just some little My Little Ponies. Some various little bits, nothing too major. You know, if I can make some little bags to sell on day, why not? You know, we got all those bags of stuff that we haven't gone through. Make some of those and sell those.
Yeah. I don't like, just like note shirts. We're going back.
again, we don't judge. It's not my place. If you go buy something at jail, it's not how these are your charges. I'm not asking you to tell me you did or not. These are just your charges.
Right. Okay.
It's never, I don't judge you.
Exactly.
I'm just here to make sure you go to court, take your responsibilities, and we get you the system, you know, and we're one of those bonding companies where we go to court with you, one day to the end.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because that's what we do.
It's good to learn, certainly.
Well,
You'd be surprised.
we want our customers to know that they're taken care of.
Yeah, so,
You know? So it should be.
yeah, definitely. Man, thank you so
If you have
much.
any questions, let me know. And like I said, we'll look at make sure we can tag this stuff on your
Yeah,
page.
please.
Absolutely.
Good meeting you, young sir. Thank you. You bet.
And thanks for asking questions. I like them for that. That's how you
What were you looking at?
You'd be surprised if people don't ask us what it is.
I mean, cause I'm over there.
Kids on phones. You don't ask.
Well, I didn't pay attention until I saw him speaking. Just I happened to hear streaming, live streaming.
You'd be surprised.
Okay, so
I'm carrying a hotspot in my pocket so they can get uninterrupted service. So.
the family that learns and changes. Yeah,
I'm a tech, and so I'm trying to encourage them as much as possible to fend for themselves, basically. Because
You're gonna have to.
jobs in the next 10 years.
You're gonna have to. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate talking to you.
Thank you so
I learned a lot
much.
too.
I learned a lot.
Thank you.
So, okay, guys. Thank you again.
Take care.
And Hopefully I'll see something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or maybe
He says-
they'll call me from the corporate office because they usually check the webpage.
It says tag them on their Facebook page to post the videos.
Yeah, we're running 2 streams right now, so it's 2 streams that you'll be on.
two different YouTube videos.
I'm good with that.
Thank you very much.
Now I know the purpose.
And you know,
Yeah.
we could if they want,
Well, thank you.
if like corporate says they want us to come out and do a live stream specifically about the store, we're more than happy to do that.
Well, I don't know if you're a veteran or not, but I know that we do have a 9/11 stand down coming up in
Okay.
September. It's going to be
Okay.
on September 11th.
Okay.
Homeless veterans, homeless people. And we're sponsoring it as an organization.
Okay.
That's cool.
So just
We'll look more into
try to
it.
do all we can. But I'll be in touch with you guys.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
All right, you guys have a great day.
They said posted to their Facebook page that we're doing live streams and stuff because it helps promote them that
Yeah.
DAV, why we do what we do. He saw Kai string and asked what he was doing.
Yeah.
So he was answering questions. Sorry.
That was a pretty good conversation.
Huh. Oh, that noise.
Yeah.
Crazy. Let's go. So we're going to check out here for just a minute, and then we'll get ready to go on to our next destination for the day.
What happened?
Is it?
It just turned off.
3:23. Hit the button.
No.
Oh, it's reconnecting. It's okay. You're back. It's okay.
I tried to switch the camera.
You just
and it turned off.
It's okay. It
on me.
happens. Here's Kai back. The car. He's a Richard.
Yeah, they're sending in kids to report him doing bad things.
Well, he was just worried, you know. And
Hey,
I don't blame him.
hey, FBI does some weird things, you know. CIA can make sleeper agents. The FBI can use kids. I'm giving you back to the moms. It's not flipped yet.
Hello, loves. So I got the privilege to talk to one of the managers here at the Goodwill, or the DAV. Got some information from him and talked about explaining to him what we were doing here and why we do what we do, and had a really good conversation with him. I think you guys caught bits and pieces of it from when the kids kind of came into the conversation, but very good conversation.
Why is that? Oh, you got us all zoomed, Peyton. Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
I don't think she meant to. But good conversation and
Look funny.
very good stuff. So
I see we got a upvote. I appreciate it. Whoever did that. Did you see any?
we
live
had
people?
we had one live
Okay.
for a few minutes.
So yeah, we're back on the road. We had a nice little, or Jamie asked, I don't know if you heard that because I was moving the phone. She had a nice conversation with the manager of this Disabled American Veteran DAV store. He thought it was pretty neat. The kids were going around looking at stuff and talking. Encouraged it, and we're gonna apparently post to their site. So pretty cool.
I'm not sure whose phone was with me when I was talking to him throughout bits and pieces of the conversation, but he was talking about you know, what the DAV does and how it supports our disabled American veterans, and how 85 cents of every dollar goes back into supporting our veterans. And he was talking about how that works, and he thanked us for being here, and he thanked us for live streaming what we do, because a lot of people don't know that these stores even exist. And so
Yeah.
he said that we're welcome here anytime with our videos, and that he asked us to post to their Facebook page for the DAV Wichita. It goes to all the stores and promotes all the stores, and I told him that we do go around to all of them when we're out on Wednesdays, and that he's going to talk to corporate and let them know that we're out, and to go ahead and approve the videos when we post them, and just kind of getting that connection going, and just really had a great conversation with them. I really enjoyed that and appreciate the time that he gave, and that he took the time to ask the questions when he wasn't sure what was going on, versus just asking us to shut off the cameras, or assuming that we were doing something we shouldn't be. And
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So
And I've
thank
been
you.
going, I've been going to the DAV since I was a little kid. And so, you know, it's nice to, you know, what they're talking about, what they do for the veterans and everything is very important. Because, you know, so many of the veterans, and especially now, it used to be when I was a kid, the veterans were World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Well, now we've got basically the ongoing war in Afghanistan. They can say it's over all they want, but we keep sending more people there. So we're creating veterans that really need assistance. When they come back, they really need help.
My cousin's a veteran.
Yeah.
And he's a year older than me.
Many of them have a very hard time adjusting to coming back to what we consider normal society. And so their services are very helpful because the VA can only do so much. I've talked to representatives that national representative, you know, working for at the time Pompeo, who told me just how hard it is, and that the veterans don't necessarily trust the VA because they've had bad experiences or they've heard bad things. So these outreaches like this do a huge service to them. So it's very good. You know, 85%. You know, they got to cover their costs and everything, cover their employees. That's pretty good. Now, on our videos, obviously, we go to Goodwill's as well. Goodwill's is a good service too. That is, from my understanding, a company, and not quite as much money does actually go into it, but they do a lot for disabled children and things like that as well. So all of these companies do great things, but I've always been a big fan of the DAV just since, like I said, I've been going there my entire life. We didn't have a lot of money when I was a kid, so a lot of times my clothing came from there. All my toys, well, not all, but a lot of my toys would come from there, which was not necessarily a bad thing because I got a lot of Star Wars toys that my friends didn't have. So, but yeah, it's good to talk to a person who works for them and let them know that we're trying to kind of showcase the airworks and talk about what's going on with them. So if we can have a partnership with them, that would be great.
Absolutely. I think it comes down to, too, you know, having a better understanding that shopping at the DAV or shopping at the Goodwill is not a negative thing.
No, I don't think it's quite as the same as
at
it was
all.
when I was a kid. When I was a kid, if you said you bought something from the Goodwill or the DAV, it was like, ooh, you're poor. I don't want to be around you.
It's that
Nowadays, it's like, oh, you're going shopping at the Goodwill? Oh, I want to go. And I think a part of that, and strangely enough, is because of Macklemore's song about thrift shop. Because let me tell you, when that song hit, it got busy and prices went up. I didn't appreciate that part, but it got busy there for a while. And I know a lot of people started that in a sale sign.
Sweet.
We're going to stop.
Don't hit the postal.
Yeah. Sometimes Wednesday sales can be good because a lot of people are not out looking yet.
My shoes, not including my undergarments, just to clarify that one.
That I won't do.
That I won't buy at the Goodwill. Everything but my undergarments, my jacket that I'm wearing, my tank top I'm wearing, my
She kind of has learned from me to be, you know, go out there and find stuff over time. Because I've been doing it forever. Normally I would say the exact same thing, but technically I'm not today. My shoes are from a estate sale. It's Birkenstocks, but it was an estate sale for a bunch of people who used to own a Birkenstock store. So I stocked up when they did that. The shirt is from a Goodwill. My shorts today are actually from Walmart. There's some really nice Wrangler shorts. They're made of like almost like tent material. They're so comfortable. So I ended up replacing most of my shorts with them. But normally I spend a lot of time going through Goodwills and finding nice stuff. And, you know, I've saved a fortune just by doing that. And I would have a wardrobe that would make the others look,
but I think
like they spent way too much. Let's just put it that way.
My entire outfit, not counting my glasses because you bought those for me for my birthday, I think my entire outfit itself, including my shoes, cost less than $10.
Okay, so we're going to stop at the sale. I'm just going to leave the camera just because it's not worth moving just for the small sale. We'll be right back.
So Animal's going to stay with you and watch you. Don't go anywhere.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah, and Pickle Rick
she's got
too.
Pickle Rick, if you want to see Pickle Rick. Put him up here. Yeah.
Pickle Rick!
Pickle Rick.
But
Our
we'll be
family
back
is very
shortly.
big Rick and Morty fans. So we're back in now.
I don't have my wallet on. What? You think for
All right, we're back. Nothing too major. Got a couple digital download codes for a couple of movies. Hugo, which is a really good anime. Cartoon, yeah. Takes place in a train station. Pretty good. And Apollo 18, which, if I remember right, is an interesting movie that's supposed to be the unknown Apollo mission where they actually found alien life on Mars, or alien life on the moon. And it was pretty good, as I remember. It was shot like it was like found footage. So that's what it was, because I liked that one. And I haven't seen it since I first saw it. So, but that's okay. Now back on the road, heading back towards the Goodwill.
On the road again.
It was a busy little garage sale, but boy, was that hot. Tomorrow, if it's going to be like this, it's going to be miserable. We'll be out there. We'll just make a lot of stops for drinks and stuff. And then we're going to go for about another 45 minutes, I figure, and then we'll take a stop, and we'll start streaming after lunch. We haven't gotten very far yet. Need a table? That table's bowed.
No.
I thought about doing some dumpster diving, like the GameStops and things like that. I have done that a couple times and have actually found some decent stuff. Another time that I'll probably want to do that is at the end of the semester at Wichita State. I do know that from videos online, people score heavily there. Not necessarily WSU, but at the dorm, because the international students don't want to bring home the stuff that they've got, and people find computers and all kinds of crazy stuff. So that'll be an interesting one, but that's way off. That's towards Christmas time, which means it'll be cooler. But yeah, dumpster diving is kind of an interesting little thing on YouTube, and be kind of an interesting thing to try out. We'll see. It's best at night, but I've actually the GameStop I went to was on East Kellogg. I actually stopped by there the other day just out of curiosity, and it's gone. It's on East Kellogg, and I guess they had to move it or just shut it down. It's too bad, because that's where I found a huge box full of game manuals, the player's guides, and I put those on Amazon, and they sold for like $15 a copy, and I had like, I don't know, 20 of them. And so, it was kind of slow money because Amazon's a little bit slower on it, but I made $15 a copy. I can't remember what I sold them for, but I was very happy with that. I don't do a whole lot of Amazon right now, but it's something we might get into if we end up getting like a storefront or a warehouse or something. It takes a lot of room to get that started. So.
You do Amazon?
Yeah, you go out and you find stuff, and you have to label it, bag it, and then you send it all to Amazon, and they take care of it from there. So in the long run, it's easier, and you can actually make a little bit more money than you would on like eBay, but it takes some work up front. So we'll see.
Not a bad thing, though.
No, it's not a bad thing.
More money.
Yeah, we'll get into that kind of stuff eventually. That's called retail arbitrage, and that's where we actually go to the Walmarts and things like that, and we price out and see what they got like in their clearance and stuff. Whereas Peyton likes to call it clearance. So, and we see if we can make any money off the stuff they're trying to get rid of. And a lot of times you can't. Just because it's on clearance here doesn't mean it is everywhere else. Jamie is being a teenager on her phone.
I'm responding to somebody. Stop.
I'm being a teenager.
When you see her looking down and quiet, it's because she's playing with her phone.
No, it's because I'm responding to somebody.
I think that was Mike Shaplowski. I believe that was you that I saw that did the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming out to the flea market a couple weeks ago. Always welcome out there. Hope to see you at the wrestling thing. I know you've got that the baseball thing. Sorry, World Series that day. But if you can make it, love to see you out there. That's for the World Class Revolution. It used to be known as Imperial Wrestling or something to that effect. They just changed their name. If you haven't seen them and you're a wrestling fan, I highly recommend you check them out. They put on a great show. They bring out new people that you haven't heard of. Right now they've got two of the Von Erichs from the Von Erich family from the 80s legendary wrestling group. They've got two of their kids that are coming. I think they're going to be big stars. They always bring out some of the older wrestlers, and you get to do meet and greets with them. The highest tickets I've seen with them were $40 for front row tickets. You get in an hour. She just retired, so she's not wrestling, but she's the host of it. And it's women's from all different parts of the country, around the world, to find out who's the best wrestler for the women's side. Now, obviously, you know, if you're on here and I'm talking about this, I'm not ruining this for you. It's all decided ahead of time, but some of these tournaments have been really good. WWF's done a couple recently. They've been very entertaining, and it's always good to see people from different groups coming together and putting on a good show like that. So I really recommend that. Like I said, that's World Class Revolution Wrestling. The guy who's running it's a really good guy. He wrestles from time to time too. They're worth looking into. So now we're at the Goodwill on West Central. This one can be good at times, and we're gonna go check it out, and I'll hand the phone to one of the kids. Which kid would like this one?
Pick me.
Pick you. Oh, hold on a second. I screwed it up.
I'm gonna give this to Peyton then. I shall see you shortly. Sorry.
I lost our feed. I hope you're still there. It's being a
Ooh, the phone's getting hot. Peyton.
Sorry about that. I hit the button on accident. Here's Malachi.
Ow.
Mekaleka.
Phone's getting hot. Grab the...
Oh, yeah. They drop out.
This is a good thing that we're stopping for lunch now.
Okay.
This is why I'm glad we're going home to eat lunch. That way the funds can have a chance to cool down.
You flipped around, are they watching you right now?
They're watching me.
In you go. Ooh, they're nice in here. Nice and cool.
I'm going to look at shoes next. First.
I'm going to go find the bathroom.
Okay. Actually, Chris, I gotta go to the bathroom too. Could you please hold the phone and then we're going to do the bathroom?
Okay. I guess now I'm doing this. Oh boy, this phone is warm. I'm gonna go over here and look at the DVDs and the games and the CDs real quick. See if there's anything good. I was here yesterday. I didn't find anything, but that doesn't mean there won't be today. It varies from day to day. Let's see here. This is what they got today. Nothing too exciting.
Some of this is that cheese on you, but it's on the rack.
Got an Egg Mania Egg Stream Madness for Xbox by Kimco. I've never seen it before, so I'm gonna look it up and see what's worth it. Let you see what it looks like. Now the challenging part, juggling two phones. Egg Mania Xbox. Okay. Yeah. Well. Apparently it also came out on the GameCube. And there's a version on Game Boy Advance. But I am not seeing it for Xbox. I have an app though I can look it up on too. Give me an eyeball on it, an idea on it. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. Xbox, not worth much. Worth about $5, yeah, so it's nothing. Oh well. That's the only thing I saw in games today. That's okay. Let's see, Red Dragon dice game. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look at that one real quick. I'll show you. It's a big box for a dice game. Oh. What if that's it? I don't know if that is. It doesn't look like it probably is. Yeah, that's not it. Okay. Not worth anything, or just not on there, but we'll skip it. For a minute there, it looked like it was $65, but it was actually just some old TSR dice. So, not worth it. So I'm looking at the kids' books now, and the reason why I'm doing that is because of the size of the books. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. These are the larger book. Every once in a while, I'll find a Dungeons and Dragons book in here. And Dungeons and Dragons books are becoming very expensive. TSR, you know, the AD&D books, the old stuff. The older, the better. So they just kind of get thrown in with the kids stuff a lot because they're that size. So I always keep an eye on it. I saw one the other day go for almost $80. I couldn't tell you which one it was. I think it was a Monster Manual, like first edition or something like that. I can tell you, I spent hours as a kid looking through that, memorizing all those monsters and stuff. Didn't even start playing it until I was older, but I knew everything about it by the time I did, let me tell you. Because it was just so fun to look at that stuff. And I read a lot of TSR books when I was young too. Read the Dragonlance series, not all of them. Read the main ones and the Tales and stuff like that. Didn't really get into the heroes. But then I got into Forgotten Realms and really got into the Drist stuff, you know. Drist Durden and his group. Fall behind on that, and that's what happens for over a decade. You quit reading for yourself and you're reading to get something done. I'm over that, and I still haven't gotten to a point where I'm reading again. I need to be, but I will be. And I've probably got about 10 books in that series to get caught up on, which that's not a bad thing. It gives me a lot to read. So. Also, favorite series of like fantasy / sci-fi was by Roger Zalansky. I always get that last name wrong. I don't know why. It's the Amber books. There's 10 in the series. Highly recommended. First one is the 9 Princes of Amber. Really interesting series. At least twice now it's gone into production for making a series or a movie out of, but it hasn't happened yet. So hopefully it will at some point, because it would be nowadays the technology is available where they can make it work well. So be interesting to see if they could. Now I'm looking at the nonfiction, and there's a lot of textbooks here. Sometimes textbooks can be really good, especially on the Amazon site. Like I said, because some of those books are $100 a pop. So you buy one for a couple bucks, you send it up there, it might sit until semester. But you never know. Not seeing anything that's really catching my attention. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time looking at them right now. I know a lot of people pick from here. So it's probably already gone through, but it's pretty full right now, so there's at least a chance there's something here. books are tricky nowadays because of the fact that everything's going digital and all the bookstores are closing down. But there are people who are making a living just off going to these Goodwills and picking through all the books and then posting them, because, like my wife, they like to collect books. And I do too, but I only want special ones, really. Special releases and things like that. If she read it or she thinks she's going to read it, she keeps it. That's why she's got like a couple thousand books, and that's after she narrowed them down. Here is a book that is titled 1001 Books You Must Read Before You Die. So it's a book about books that you should read. Okay. It's big too, not a little thing. So it must have like summaries of them or something. Interesting. I'm not seeing too much here today, but I haven't gotten too far into it. Oops. Nope. I saw Rogue One there for a minute, but it's not. Oh, they're putting more books out now as I speak. And the girls are back handing off the phone.
Douglas Street DAV, right?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was posting on our DAV site. I go next to.
Those are neat books. The Elements, it's the visual exploration of every known atom in the universe.
Awesome.
Molecules, that's pretty neat. You want me to get them out? I think these two are the same.
They probably
Sorry, I'm trying not to make a mess on you. There we go. Yeah, that'd be neat for you.
Those are cool.
I think that's the same one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a duplicate. That's what I thought. Yeah. Thank you, though.
And this one?
Is there another one? Oh, no, I
That's
didn't see
a
that.
big one.
Elements Vault. That's cool. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
The treasures of the periodic table and removable archive documents and real element samples. That's pretty neat.
That's cool.
Thanks.
See, we find good books here.
Yeah, this is
We
good
found-
stuff. This is what you
Yeah.
show 'em.
Oh yeah, I guys just came over. We found the
Elements Vault.
and then we found,
The Elements Visual Exploration.
and these three books are all by the same person, and we found molecules.
Yeah, so those would be really neat. These are ones
Yeah.
we'll keep, most likely.
Yeah, so I can read them.
Unless they end up being hugely expensive.
Ow, it's alright. I'm gonna go look at the other books. Cause I like books. So I am exploring the books right now. Ugh. Okay, we got switched over. I am exploring the books, and yeah, like we just showed, we just found some molecules and atoms in the elements vault. So I was thinking of not atoms, elements. So yeah. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry, guys. Fun fact, whenever you yawn, the brain actually cools off from it. It's kind of interesting. Sorry. Nice picture in the background.
Hello, love.
They had the camera.
Hello, camera. I'm gonna go to the shoes. I made that for you.
Oh yeah, we haven't looked at shoes.
We have not. We must look at the shoes.
We must look at shoes. That would be bad if we didn't. Please, they are.
More sparkly.
Those are cute.
I know, look at you. They're just the cutest things, aren't they? Look at your brother's throwing your shoes.
Those are American.
I know, but they're the wrong size.
That's horrible. They too big?
Small.
How are they too small?
I know, he's in like almost a 9. Other side.
Those are some nice plaid shoes.
Those are nice plaid shoes.
No, you didn't.
Oh, did I get the number?
Side.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, not 11. I was so confused.
Those are different.
Yeah.
Some top shoes. There are some single shoes. So there's a lot of different varieties of shoes. They don't have this color coded like the other one really did.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Have
Yes,
those
it
collected like that.
Switch camera.
Switch.
Switch. Thank you. Ow.
Excuse that.
Okay. Is this the phone that's now we're off?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 11:40.
Now, guys, are you a sparkly fedora? You need a sparkly fedora?
That's more of a my style hat. It's sparkly. Mine. Okay. You have it.
Is that you?
You're looking at purses. Purses now. And it's a pretty nice golden purse. This one's furry. See?
Hold on. Oh, that is furry.
It is.
That's weird.
It is. Camera. You want to see what I'm doing? What I was doing just now? Sorry guys, I gotta switch back the camera again. Ready?
What are you doing?
I'm looking the camera in the mirror.
You're funny. Come on.
It looks weird, doesn't it? We are going to check out the 3 element books that we found off the cart. So, yeah.
Molecules in every element in the universe.
Cool.
What's the vault?
Every element? Yes.
No, I think it's just a hardback on that one.
There's a sparkly fedora.
Comes to 427.
Alright.
You get sparkly fedoras today?
Yes, I did.
Ooh. Exciting.
Yep. You found a sparkly fedora.
It's always exciting.
I need to find my black fedora.
Oh, what we do with it?
I know we didn't need it.
No, it's at the house somewhere. Probably in your closet. In the closet? Yeah, probably. I'll spray this one up. It's good to go.
Thank you much.
I'll read them in the car.
You too.
I want to read the element vault first. Element's more.
Actually, I want you to stick with these ones in the car, okay? This might have small stuff.
Oh yeah, because it has the real samples. I'll probably read the molecules.
Yep.
Right there. So we just bought the 3 books and yes, Malachi has a sparkly fedora.
Yeah, that's my.
Bringing stuff though.
Oh, my fedora. How disrespectful.
They're heavy. Oh, she's got it. Okay, she just might count.
I had to lay it down so I could.
That's
That's mom's, yeah.
Thanks. Hello, loves.
still on the roof.
Upside down.
All right, we're coming up on the 3-hour mark, which is good.
It's hot in here.
Yes, it is.
Whew.
I'm working on
We
it.
got hot fast.
Lady at the garage sale said she heard 103 today.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, so just think about it's gonna be like tomorrow.
No thanks. I don't want to.
Checking the power on our hotspot real quick, because you never know. We're gonna break. We'll come back after a little bit.
So see you guys later. We're gonna have some lunch and take a break. See you shortly.
Bye.
Bye for now.